and welcome back. We're gonna hop right back into Diddy Kong Racing. This is gonna be episode 2, Snowflake Mountain. But first, it looks like Taj the Genie wants to challenge us to a little race here, and I will. I'll happily oblige. This is very, very easy. Taj will occasionally, based on balloon count, challenge you to a race. The first one's the car, second one's hovercraft, and the final one is in the plane. They're all very easy. I mean, look, I'm like a half a lap ahead of them already, and it's easy. You don't even need to drift, just kind of getting the hang of it. Here we go.
Hello, friend.
That's an easy balloon down. Thank you, my genie buddy. Okay, so we just beat the boss in Ancient Lake. Dino Domain, I'm sorry.
Hello, friend.
Let's go ahead and turn into a plane and work our way to Snowflake Mountain. Yeah, that's my dog. That is my little pupper. He's a medium-sized mutt. Got some hound in him, Rottweiler coloring. He's adorable. Any of you guys out there watching this video, you have any pets? Dog person, cat person, Diddy Kong person? Let me know in those comments. I would love to start engaging with y'all. And speaking of engaging, how about, how do you feel about kart racers in general? I'm a huge fan. I know that Mario Kart is pretty much the king of the genre, but I've got a special place for this one. I actually played it before I ever played a Mario Kart game. I might have mentioned in a video that's live on my channel that I had an N64 well in... I apologize, I had a Super Nintendo well into the N64's life cycle. I always played one. Like, if anybody had one, I'd be like, yo, bro, you got Super Mario World. I need to get me some Yoshi action going. But, I never had one. I had the NES and the Sega Genesis, and the N64 was the first console to like truly call my own. But here we are, flying around. I really enjoy the plane, just in general. I like having multiple cars to choose from. That's why I'm such a big fan of Sonic and All-Stars Racing Transformed. That is like the spiritual successor to Diddy Kong Racing in my eyes. But the plane in this game is more satisfying to control. We'll go through this zipper here, use that boost, and we'll sail on to an easy first win of the day. Like I said in the last video, I got this game at Christmas time. Playing this level, this world, it reminds me of Christmas. And, you know, I'm not the most festive guy these days, but every time Christmas is coming up, I fire up a Diddy Kong Racing file and hop on in, get in the Christmas spirit. This is Walrus Cove. This is in my top 3 tracks in the game. The music, actually when I was a kid I made up lyrics to the song, which I will not subject you to, because I'd really like to have some people stick around and watch my playthroughs. I mean the world to me. The people who aren't my friends, which are my only 3 subscribers at this point, the people who subscribe to channels like this and help get them off the ground, I mean, like, you guys are the heroes of YouTube. I've come across in my days some like promising YouTube channels, but they didn't have a lot of subscribers and I just passed them by. And now that I'm trying this out for the first time and I'm kind of starting to get in my own little groove, I regret that. And I don't even remember what they're up to. I don't remember their name. I can't find them. Makes me sad. I just love the simple, general aesthetic of these early 3D titles from this console generation. Like, all those lights had Christmas colors in them. And I don't know. A lot of people say this console generation doesn't age well. And I have the benefit of growing up with it. So that certainly leaves some nostalgic bias on my end. But there's a lot of fun to be had with these games. You have the barrier of entry is a lot higher to enjoy these style of games than it is, say, you know, like your Nintendo eShop or Steam indie kart racer. Everything is generally a little bit more accessible in our modern era of video games, but you're really missing out on something special. Go past the graphics, go past the rough edges, and you'll have a great time. Hopefully some people stumble across this channel that might change their mind about a couple games that they wouldn't have played otherwise just because they're from the Nintendo 64, PlayStation generation. My immediate plans involve a lot of Nintendo 64. And, you know, hey, you're watching this video, you're even slightly interested, throw me a comment, say, I'd like to watch this game. Even if I've never played it before, I'd be willing to do a blind playthrough. I'd be willing to practice a little bit if you want me to be semi-competent at it. Let me know. Throw in that comment. Let me know how I'm doing. Let me know what you want as a viewer. So here we are, level 3. I like this level. There's 2 paths you can go. I'll show off this one. I prefer the one that I went on the first lap. But you can pick up some bananas here, pick up that overall speed. And hit that boost. You gotta watch out for those snowballs, they'll make you a pancake. There we go. But this is why I like the boost in this game. I was holding on to that missile for a really long time. I didn't have anybody to use it on. So what's the point? Go for those boosts. Even if you're behind, the boost in this game is so OP. Like, it's gonna get you where you need to go, no matter what. Right here, boom. I mean, I'm well over half a lap ahead of the person that was in second. I made the point in the last video that the AI is pretty easy on the first run through. I was mostly talking about bosses last time, but the AI increases on your second run through when you're getting those silver coins. And that makes it even worse because those silver coins are very out of your way. I'll show you when we get there. But let's go ahead and knock out Frosty Village. It's going to be the last one in Snowflake Valley. This is a nice little level. There's a section, I mean, immediately you're going to take this turn and then get into the village. Right? Nice little cottage featured there. You go into the cave, and there's this whole town in here, right? And it's all foggy, and it really sets the atmosphere. And I think that the fog in this level, in this little tunnel right here, you see how it's kind of hard to see ahead. A lot of N64 games did that out of necessity because the draw distance was so bad. But I think that's a design choice in that cave there, because look at it here. You can see pretty far ahead of you. They do a good job with the aesthetic. But this is Rareware we're talking about. And if you're a fairly younger viewer, Rareware is not what it is today. And this is coming from a guy who loved Sea of Thieves. I played that with my friends. We had a good time just getting online and sailing on PC, working together. Ooh. Super good gameplay. But no, I like Sea of Thieves. I think that Sea of Thieves is an unfortunate victim of outrage gaming culture these days, the hypercritical. And don't get me wrong, there are things that you need to be critical of with video games. I usually don't let it get to me too much. The only one that I can really think of is Halo Master Chief Collection. I mean, that game, if you don't know, had the biggest botched launch of anything that I can remember personally that I've been a part of. It just didn't work. You couldn't find matches. They ported over Halo 1 and 2 from PC with even more glitches than those two releases already had. It just wasn't... They promised it everything in 1080p 60 FPS exactly how you remember it. What a load of shit. I'm in the MCC Insider program, and the new build is working a lot better. It looks great. Hit registration's awesome. But, you know, 343, they just rub me the wrong way because they put people who love Halo through the ringer so much. So I get the animosity towards the developers, to let you know. But here we are.
Well done.
Listen to this voice.
Now I challenge you to a race.
Now I challenge you to a race. Love me some compressed N64 audio clips. Whew, I missed the boost there. That's a costly mistake. So the Walrus boss, like I said with Tricky, the Triceratops boss from Dino Domain, once you get in front, for the most part, oh, that's crucial. Once you get in front on the first run through, you're fine. When we come back after the Silver Coin Challenge, things are going to be a little bit more difficult. I mean, he's still right on my ass. Get that boost, get a little speed. The hovercraft isn't the most efficient with boost, at least in my experience. But some boost is better than none. Here we go, we'll just go down this hill. Little insurance with this boost. Avoid the trees. Nice and safe. Easy boss fight. Well done!
Well done. Now try my new challenge. Collect all the silver coins
It's like
from
Rareware
the
had a janitor
Collect 8 from each level
that was
and win.
fucking on his deathbed, and they were like, Jerry, we want you to, we need you to have a line in this game. And they just held up some shit mic to him, and he recorded that. Jerry the janitor. Alright, well, hey, that's Snowflake Mountain. And look here. All those balloon totals have gone up, because, I mean, those silver coin challenges, they're accessible right now. We could just keep going with them. But I'd like to show a clean run-through of each world, only having to worry about getting first every time. So, everybody, thanks for tuning in. Again, hey, throw some comments out. Tell me I'm shitty. Tell me why I'm shitty. And I'll take it into account. And you can check back in a few weeks, and hopefully I'm putting out something better for you. Or if you like what's going on, let me know. Everybody, say bye to Tony Tracy. Poor dude. We're gonna get him out of this clock, if it's the last thing I do. And we'll take the next step in the next episode. Thanks, everybody. Have a great night.